My sister wore a white dress to my wedding, but it backfired in the best way possible. Growing up, my sister Kayla made everything about her. My birthday parties, she got gifts too because I wouldn't exist without her. Every graduation, every achievement, hijacked. When I won the science fair in 8th grade, she convinced my parents to throw her a supportive sister party the same night. When I got into college, she announced her engagement at my celebration dinner. When I graduated with honors, she showed up in a revealing red dress and spent the whole ceremony flirting with professors. The pattern never stopped. Kayla had this way of making herself the victim whenever I achieved anything. "You're so lucky," she'd say. "I sacrificed so much for you growing up." Meanwhile, I was the one babysitting her kids while she partied through her 20s. I was the one lending her money she never paid back. I was the one covering for her when she bailed on family obligations. When I got engaged to my Indian fiancé Priya, I was terrified Kayla would find a way to ruin it. Sure enough, at our engagement party, she immediately joked about wearing white to our wedding. "It'll be so funny," she laughed. "Like in the movies. I'll be the mysterious woman in white." She even made this dramatic pose, hand on her forehead like some soap opera actress. I pulled her aside and told her absolutely not. "This is my one day, Kayla. Please." She rolled her eyes and said I was being dramatic, that it was just a joke. God, you're so sensitive. It's not like anyone would actually confuse me for the bride, but she seemed to agree to drop it. 2 weeks later, I found out she'd gone behind my back and asked Priya directly. "Your sister seems really excited about her dress choice," Priya mentioned casually over dinner. She kept asking about fabric and styles. My blood ran cold. I knew exactly what that meant. I freaked out on Priya, explaining Kayla's entire history of stealing my moments. She did this at my high school graduation, wore this attention-grabbing red dress, and flirted with all the dads. At my college graduation, she announced her pregnancy. She'll definitely show up in some elaborate white gown designed to make everyone look at her instead of us. That night, I had a complete breakdown, sobbing, hyperventilating. 28 years of suppressed resentment came pouring out. I was convinced Priya would see my toxic family dynamics and run for the hills. Who wants to marry into that kind of drama? Instead, she held me and said something genius. "You know white isn't the bridal color in Indian weddings, right?" I froze. In all my panic about Kayla's manipulation tactics, I'd completely forgotten that crucial detail. Kayla had no idea Priya would be wearing a stunning red lehenga with intricate gold embroidery. Wedding day arrives. I'm getting ready with my groomsmen when my cousin texts, "Dude, your sister just walked in looking like she thinks she's the bride." My stomach dropped until I remembered Priya's words. Then I actually started laughing. Kayla struts in wearing this elaborate white ball gown, strapless, with a cathedral train, clearly custom-made and expensive. She'd even hired a professional makeup artist and had her hair done in an elaborate updo with white flowers. The confused looks from Priya's family were absolutely priceless. Indian weddings are vibrant, colorful celebrations, and here's Kayla looking like she wandered in from a completely different century. During the ceremony, I kept glancing at Kayla. She looked increasingly uncomfortable as she realized everyone was staring at her for all the wrong reasons. Priya looked absolutely radiant in her traditional red and gold, surrounded by family in brilliant blues, greens, and purples, while Kayla stood out like a sore thumb in stark white. But the absolute best part came during the reception. Priya's grandmother, this tiny 80-year-old woman who'd flown in from Mumbai, walked straight up to Kayla. In her thick accent, she loudly asks, "Beta, why are you dressed for a funeral at a wedding? Did someone die that we should know about?" The entire hall went silent, then erupted in laughter. Kayla's face went bright red as she stammered some excuse about Western traditions, but Nani wasn't done. "In my day, only widows wore white to celebrations. Are you mourning something, dear? Should we be concerned?" More laughter rippled through the crowd. Even my parents were chuckling behind their hands. Kayla realized she looked completely ridiculous in white, while the actual bride glowed in traditional colors, surrounded by guests in vibrant saris and lehengas that made her look like a ghost at a rainbow party. She grabbed her purse and left early, muttering about cultural misunderstandings and disrespectful in-laws. Meanwhile, everyone spent the rest of the night complimenting Priya's stunning outfit and asking about the beautiful traditions. For once, Kayla's desperate attempt to steal the spotlight completely backfired. Best wedding gift ever.